Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, because I carry a big stick, and I'm the meanest motherfucker in the valley.
Whoops, my bad, wrong footage. Deep Blue Sea is without a doubt my favorite shark movie of all time. I've seen that movie so many times that I watch it every year during Shark Week. It's better than Jaws in my opinion, but that's why we're all entitled to our own opinions. Now, LL Cool J might be one of the most dangerous rappers to cross over from rapping and singing to the big screen. I mean, bro dropped Jamie Foxx on Any Given Sunday, survived an encounter with Michael Myers twice, went on SmackDown and showed the world he's a 69 god, punched a woman, and we can't forget about him showing the world he's a pool expert in the movie In Too Deep. But the way he was moving in Deep Blue Sea needs to be talked about. Now, the sharks in this movie are extremely smart. Imagine Light from Death Note, but as a shark. And that's what you get in this movie. They hunt in packs, can swim backwards, has photographic memory, and even know the entire layout of the facility. Like, damn, bruh, they moving like the Planet of the Apes. Sharks together, strong. Sharks apart, weak. Only thing missing was them speaking. Now, before everything went downhill at Aquatica, all three sharks had a meeting discussing the plan. Mama Shark was telling shark number 1 and 2 what to do and what not to do. She said, look, I know the stereotype in these type of situations is for the black person to die first, but luckily there's 2 of them, so we'll let one of them live. The main thing she told them was to not mess with Preacher. Now, you may be asking yourself, why would an apex predator that's close to the size of a megalodon be afraid of a cook? Well, let me tell you, on the outside, Preacher is a man who loves to cook, a husband, a father, and a man of God just trying to do right. But in the Deep Blue Sea, he's known around the ocean as Preacher Wick. You see, Preacher Wick has a nickname. They called him the Baba Yaga. You see, Preacher Wick wasn't the Jaws killer. He was the man you send to kill Jaws. Preacher Wick is a man of focus, commitment, and sheer will. I once saw him take down 3 sharks in the water with a Jesus piece. With a freaking Jesus piece. Preacher Wick was assigned a task that was practically impossible. So impossible that he was practically supposed to die. But you see, the sharks he bodied that night laid the foundation of what this movie is about today. After hearing a story like that, you would think one of them would listen.
Nope.
But this is a YN shark, so he wanted to prove that the stories about Preacher was just cap. Once Mama Shark gets the final dose she needs to become the perfect shark, everything goes bad. Explosions are happening, bodies getting dropped, even the facility is getting flooded, which is all part of the plan. Each shark was tasked with catching bodies and flooding the facility, and the YN shark couldn't wait to put on a show. It was doing its best to show that Preacher was not that guy. Flooded the top deck and had him falling down the stairs looking like the Three Stooges, interrupted his Playboy magazine session, and even chased him in the hallway just to add some extra seasoning to the fear. Preacher went back in the kitchen like a woman in the 1960s just to hide and was holding on to that pan for dear life. Meanwhile, the shark was like, "Nigga, did you know that I can see you?" Shark was giving this nigga the meanest side eye while swimming past him. It knew exactly where he was and just kept it moving for plot purposes. Later on, it spun the block and caught him lacking in the kitchen and did something that it can't take back. It ate his bird.
What kind of animal are you?
One of the main rules in movies is to not mess with pets, because everyone turns into a demon afterwards. Hell, John Wick made 4 movies, a spin-off, a TV show, and many more things just because somebody clapped his dog. Once Preacher saw his bird get ate, he knew it was game time and he had to go back to his old ways. The Baba Yaga has officially returned. Preacher knew he was at a disadvantage in the water because these sharks are not your average sharks, and the YN shark knew that. Preacher grabbed a hatchet and locked himself in the oven to meditate like Jiren, but the YN shark wasn't going for that and turned the oven on and said, "Let him cook." Had Preacher like, "Oh, you really want to see Preacher Wick?" Whole time Preacher was in his head like,
"Alright, I got something for you, hold on.
YN shark thought he was gonna eat some of that Cash Money taking over for the 99 to the 2000s meat, but my boy had different plans. Dived in the water like Trey Songz and went to work. Now he had many options to cook this shark. He could have went old school and fought it like Mystical did with the bear. He could have used the axe and made some YN sushi. But you see, it ate his bird, and giving it a simple 2-piece combo wasn't going to be enough. So he decided to flip his own tactics against it and show them who the real cook was. Preacher pulled out his lighter and was flicking it like prime Lil Wayne, and then proceeded to drop a bar on the shark. He said, "You ate my bird," and proceeded to blow it up. Now you would think, hey, he got his revenge and now he can focus on leaving. But as the late great Kobe said, the job's not finished. Mama Shark found out about this and crashed out immediately. Took out Samuel Jackson, Janice, and even post-racist Michael Rappaport. It was only a matter of time before these two crossed paths. They finally make it to the surface, and the first thing the Mama Shark does is attack Preacher. Didn't even give them time to catch their breath, just straight up action. Dragged that man all across the water. Remember how I said that Preacher took out 3 sharks with a Jesus piece? Well, Mama Shark found that out firsthand. Preacher started stabbing it like he was Michael Myers until he caught her in the eye. And she was like, damn, this nigga really stabbed me in the eye. Mama Shark was feeling itself because she took Preacher Wick out of commission, leaving Susan and Carter to fight for themselves. Carter gets the idea to blow her up, but for that to happen, Susan must pay the ultimate sacrifice. Which I don't agree with, but according to the director, the theatrical cut claps Susan, and the other version, which the fans are wanting to see, has Susan live but Preacher get clapped. A soul for a soul, unfortunately. While Carter is in the water fighting for his life, Preacher wakes up and remembers he has a job to do. Bro was oil farming like Jin Woo with that rifle. Whole time Carter was begging for Preacher to shoot the damn rifle. Let me know in the comments which sounds better, Preach Wick or Son Preach Woo. Preacher shoots the rifle, but he hits Carter in the process and is hesitant to blow it up. But the movie's almost over and he remembers that he's Preach Wick and blows it up, turning Mama Shark into some sushi. You would think after clapping 2 of the 3 sharks, it would be the end of Preach Wick. But this man still wasn't satisfied.
It's not enough.
While floating in the sea, this man wrote the quickest diss track in the history of diss tracks. Song was so fire that they had to put it in the movie. Like, imagine being the smartest creature to exist just to get clapped by a cook, and then that same cook made a diss song immediately after. Jaws in the afterlife laughing like,
wouldn't let that shit happen to me though.
And that marks the end of the story of Preach Wick. But let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the movie Deep Blue Sea. And do you think that LL Cool J is one of the most dangerous rappers turned actors? But like always, thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.